I went to Muskegon, Michigan, spoke at their convention. I think it was 1988. And I was down there in Muskegon. These guys that I knew from Michigan, they had these baby blues, and they were trying to talk with me about it, and I wouldn't have anything to do with it, and where I was at, back then we just, it's back in the early times and when the Lone Star region was born. For me, my focus was on about unity in Texas. And, back in that day, we were excited to just have a basic text. All we had was a little white book back then. Mm-hmm. Why do these motherfuckers want to fuck this thing up, we wanted our own book for a good many years, and now we got one. They're coming out with this baby blue shit, and for years, I fought about any baby blues coming into Texas, and I went to the World Convention last year in Philadelphia, and I was riding down there in my little scooter, got my vest on. People know me. I've been at about 28, 29, 30 world conventions. Mm-hmm. And I'm riding down the sidewalk right outside the convention place, and this guy sitting in the van hands me a baby blue.
Was that Billy?
Yeah, that was Billy. And of course I didn't know Billy. And I always wanted one to see what one really looked like or read, but I would never have nothing to do with one.
So you'd never actually read one before last year, never opened it up to confirm whether it indeed was our original literature or not?
Right, I never read one or anything. I didn't want anything to cause more confusion. I want this baby blue that I didn't know nothing about, and so I'm riding by it. There's this guy in his van, he hands me this baby blue book. I looked at the book. I knew what it was right away. I've seen one before in somebody's hand, and that ain't for us. But I looked at him and looked at the book, and I didn't say a word to him. And so he just put the book in my hand, and I just went on. And so I eventually opened the book, started reading through it, and didn't think much about it, and it's self-explanatory about why they came out with the baby book, and I liked it.
I just want to make sure I'm hearing you right. You didn't want anything to do with this for years.
No, back in '88.
But the moment you actually opened the book and read it, you started to have a change of heart?
Well, I had a change of heart. One of the things happened at World Convention. I went, I've been part of the Narcotics Anonymous for 40 years, and 41 years right now, and program chair of the 8th World Convention, and program chair when we had a World Convention in San Antonio too, and I don't like what's happening with the fellowship with NAWs and World Conventions, and anyway, I got that book and just started passing them out, and what it seemed to be doing is generating a lot of excitement like way back in the day. And all I know is right now I like what it's happening. It's generated a new spirit now, and the book's going to change that. The baby blue, people getting the basic text that can't afford to get them, especially the new people.
I wanted to thank you for your time and your service and to this fellowship. Is there anything else you'd like to say on a...
Yeah, we got away from some things in the fellowship. We lost the fellowship. They stole it from us. It's become a business, and we're not a fellowship. and that saddens me.
When I started my research on the traditions, I started it because I heard some things about world service that made me mad, because I'm in a generation where world service, I grew up with world service, I grew up with NOS, and I was trying to find information to defend them. And here I am. With a baby blue right with my stuff. But what I found, I went from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum.